Welcome to PROFITIZE training video. In this video, you will learn how to use Add Transaction button to manually enter transactions in PROFITIZE. Get in touch with us if you want to bulk import transactions via CSV files or API. Click on Transactions tab. Click on Add Transaction button. Here, you will start clicking buttons to respond to a few, simple, category questions from PROFITIZE Wizard. These category questions are displayed at the top of each screen. Click the button that accurately answers each category question. In this example, click Sell button if you want to add a sale transaction. Click on Direct button if you sold directly to customer, not as an agent or via an agent. Click on Finished goods if you sold finished goods, meaning products you usually sell. Click on Delivered if you delivered or handed over the finished goods to customer. Click on Not paid if you did not receive an advance payment for the finished goods from customer. Click on Fully paid if you received full payment when you delivered finished goods to customer. Now that you have successfully answered all of the category questions, you will be asked to enter specific details on your transaction, like the type of finished goods, price, quantity, VAT or sales tax, customer, supplier, etc., in input fields. You must answer the initial set of required input fields questions, marked with asterisks, because PROFITIZE needs your answers to auto-generate IFRS-compatible journal entries, that is, debits and credits for your transaction without the help of bookkeepers or accountants. IFRS stands for International Financial Reporting Standards, which are globally accepted as a gold standard. Enter the amount and currency in the amount including VAT required input field. As an example, type 2300 in the amount including VAT field. Note that PROFITIZE input fields have a searchable drop-down feature, which is like having a search bar and a drop-down menu combined into one. If the searchable drop-down menu does not display the data you want to enter, then you should type in the data, as I have done by typing 2300. Anything you type in these input fields, for this category of transaction, will be remembered by the drop-down list next time. To speed up this training video, I will mostly select values from the searchable drop-down list, instead of typing the values. Next, click on calendar icon next to Date Goods Delivered required input field to open Date Picker. In the Date Picker, as an example, click on June 14, 2024 to select the date for Date Goods Delivered required input field. Click on Next button to move to next screen. Click on VAT amount required input field to enter the VAT or sales tax amount. If you did not collect VAT or sales tax from your customer, enter 0. Here, as an example, type 300 in the VAT amount field. Next, click on Customer Business Name required input field and, as an example, select Customer Business Limited E from the searchable drop-down list. Click on Next button to move to next screen. Click on Customer BIN number optional field to enter the customer's BIN, or VAT, or sales tax number if the customer is a business entity. You can move to previous screen by clicking on back arrow button. You can click on X icon to abort and start the process again. In Customer BIN number optional input field, select the correct value from the searchable drop-down list, or enter a new value. Here, as an example, select the BIN number from the drop-down list. Next, click on Customer Contact Name optional input field, and, as an example, select John from the searchable drop-down list. Click on Next button to move to next screen. You can also click on Skip button, shown to the left of the Next button, if you do not want to enter any more data in the optional input fields, and want to move to the final screen to finish the add transaction process. Try not to use the skip button frequently because you will get more business insights the more data you enter in the optional input fields, as you will learn in another training video on the Dashboards tab of PROFITIZE. Click on Name of Bank Credited optional input field to select or enter the name of your bank account, if customer paid digitally through credit card or another digital payment method. Critical that you enter data in this optional input field if you want to keep an accurate and updated count on your daily cash balance and cash missing. Here, as an example, let's select My Bank from the searchable drop-down list. Next, click on Bank Account Number optional input field, and, as an example, select this account number from the searchable drop-down list. Click Next button to move to next screen. Click on the Finished Good Type optional input field, and type or select a value from the searchable drop-down list. Click on the Finished Good Quantity optional field to enter the quantity of the finished good. Here, as an example, let's type 2 in the Finished Good Quantity optional input field. Click Next button to move to next screen. Click on Unit of Measure optional input field to enter or select the unit of measure. Click on Finished Good Brand optional input field to enter or select the brand of the finished good. Here, as an example, let's select Samsung from the searchable drop-down list. Then, click on Next button to move to next screen. Click on Finished Good Manufacturer optional input field to enter or select the manufacturer of the finished good. Here, as an example, let's select Samsung as the finished good manufacturer from the searchable drop-down list. Click on Finished Good Model optional input field to enter or select the finished good model. Here, as an example, select XP124 from the searchable drop-down list. Click on Finished Good SKU optional input field to enter or select the SKU details of the finished goods. Click on Notes optional input field to enter additional details that are important to you. Here, as an example, select, John plans to buy 4 more laptops this year. Click on Upload Docs button to upload important documents related to the transaction. Finally, click on Finish button to complete the transaction entry. Click on Transaction tab to move to Transaction List View screen. This is the Transaction List View screen, which provides summaries of all transactions you entered in PROFITIZE. You can click in the middle of any transaction to move to the Transactions page view for details. You can use the scroll bar to the right of this list view to see your previous transactions. You can also use the Search, Filter, Delete, Detect and Group buttons, which will be explained in a separate training video. In this video, you learn how to use Add Transaction button to manually enter transactions in PROFITIZE. Get in touch with us if you want to bulk import transactions via CSV files or API. For more training videos, visit PROFITIZE YouTube channel.